All right, guys, we are back with Basscast Radio. I got my co-host with me again tonight, Hank, the Bass Geek. What's happening, brother?
Man, working hard. I wish I could say hardly working today, but that would be a total lie.
Mm,
I've been known to
mm.
tell one or two. I am a bass angler after all.
There you go. Come on now.
It's only an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pounder.
We start off this show real good. Man, we here at the Basscast, man, we have been uploading, working on schedules, sponsors, putting everything up, and we're doing the stuff that I really love and enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, he's a bass angler, folks. He's a bass angler.
There you go. I just want to knock it all out by February and be ready to hit the Bassmaster Classic and get 2020 rolling. I mean, they're still fishing here. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You guys can come on up here to Smith Mountain Lake. These boys said it's going to snow, but they're going to be showing up anyway. It don't matter. So
it's I've heard the fishing is starting to get better. The deeper fishing for these big smallmouth down here, and I'm not getting to go to the classic this year, but just found out for everybody listening, I will be in the Third Eye Fishing booth all weekend at the Knoxville show. So come on by. We can get some pics. We can talk bass fishing, or we can just talk about life. I don't care.
There you go. Yeah, the basscast.com is heading down as well. We're going to be there hanging out with the geek for a little while. We ain't going to take up too much of his time because he's going to be, making that money.
I'll be making no money down there. I'll be spending it.
Yeah. So we're coming on down and really looking forward to that. And we've just been handling a lot of business around here, trying to, get ready for, both of us have really, to get ready for 2022.
Yeah.
And bring you guys an awesome season and, take care of everything we need to take care of. And that way we can all just sit back and, I ain't gonna say relax, but relax on that part of it.
Yeah, this season won't be very relaxing for me. We've got a lot of stuff planned and announcing it here. And as my good buddy just pointed out to me, it does have some flaws in it, but we got the new Bass Geek website up. That's part of a bigger plan that we'll talk about later. But guys, go out there and check it out. bassgeekfishing.com, or once the domain's over, bassgeek.fishing. So,
yep. So there you go. Check it out. We will, after we get everything fine-tuned, me and Geek, I'll help him out as much as I can.
Yeah.
We're going to get it all fine-tuned, and you'll see it up on the basscast.com. We'll share it on Instagram, all the social media networks. It will be blasted over the next few weeks, so that way you guys can be a part of what Bass Geek has going on YouTube, as well as what he's going to be telling you guys really, really soon. This week, guys, it's Expo time. I said, we've already started. We're kicking it off. As far as I know right now, no expos whatsoever are canceled. Nothing. You can either come, wear a mask, or stay at home. I know I saw one today from Angler's Choice Marine. Theirs is virtual, which, whatever. Yeah, that's cool. Whatever they want to do, make sure you tune into that. I know they did some really cool stuff to the virtual thing. They did a nightly contest each night, gave away a bunch of prizes and stuff like that. And then they had a special speaker. So that's pretty cool. It's almost watching us on Zoom. I guess you can say that. Mm-hmm. But so a lot's going to be happening with Angler's Choice. This weekend, guys, is the Carolina show, the Bass and Saltwater Expo. Might be going. It's not in the books completely. And then, like we said, next weekend is the Richmond Fishing Expo, as well as the East Tennessee Valley Fishing Expo. And then the week after that is the one where I met Hank at the Augusta County Bass John's Expo.
I try to I try to tell. Well, no, we met at the Knoxville show.
That's right,
Remember?
we did.
That
Then
is,
we met
yeah.
again
I
the
I
second
like to
time.
say
The
that we were
second
staying
time.
at the same hotel, but that implies a lot, so I'm
Yes.
not going. So
And then we met
separate
again.
rooms, but
Yes,
yeah,
separate rooms. That's a great hotel though.
we met over continental breakfast.
Yes, that is very true. And a
Didn't even
delicious,
technically meet at the expo.
yeah. And then we met again at the Augusta
At-
County Expo, and you
which
were
I
in.
Bass Munitions, which
Yes,
unfortunately Bass Munitions is no longer around. So
yeah, it's very sad. He has some great
yeah,
stuff. Wonder what
he
happened.
did. Miss him.
The swim bait. Isn't that what you were? That was like
That was my deal.
that was your deal, man. See, I remember.
You know, hated to lose that. Luckily, I've got quite a few left. I am working with another company. Hopefully, you're going to see maybe in the next week or month a big reveal there too. Like I said, a lot of stuff in the pot cooking up. So got another company that's going to kind of make that swim bait body in that style and some great looking colors. So they're working on it. So we'll see what happens there.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, especially for me because that is a huge confidence bait for me. Just like I said, we'll talk about it in depth one day. But
there is more happening. You guys need to stay tuned. There's a lot more happening with Bass Geek this year.
I know.
He is putting it into overdrive. And so
we are.
You guys know I had a 10-year plan. Actually, I've kind of, I'll admit I've taken it kind of slow and easy on the basscast.com. I put the right people in place. I've met the right people, I believe, right now that are part of it. And well, my kid turned 18 the other day. So
goes by so fast.
It does. So now we're in the 2-year crunch. I mean, we're pushing this year and making it happen. And we're really excited about that. And guys, we said Expo. Tonight, we're going to talk Expo to Mr. Mike DelVisco with the East Tennessee Valley Fishing Expo. And he's going to tell you guys all about what is going on, what you guys need to know before you come, and any other great information about the East Tennessee other than Hank and I would be there.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You're going to buy some cool stuff, but more important than that.
So you guys need to come. We'll be signing autographs. We'll have our own booth. We have some Basscast stickers, which I am ordering this week. I almost forgot.
I forgot to order them. So
sorry,
guys, no stickers from Bass Geek. So yes, I'm sorry. You know what? Sorry, I apologize.
Well, I'm ordering some, so we're gonna have them. So make sure if you see me with the geek hanging out, make sure you guys swing by. Please say hello. I know sometimes I am in my own zone, and I'll be 100% honest, but swing by, grab a sticker, and we appreciate you guys following the basscast.com and Hank the Bass Geek. All right, guys, let's take a quick break here. We'll be right back with Mr. Mike DelVisco. All right, guys, we are back with Mr. Mike DelVisco. What is happening, brother? Welcome to the show.
Hey, nice to be back with you, Brian. It's been about a year since we were, doing one of these together, and nice to be back and getting ready to kick off show season 2022.
I know that's right. We talked about it earlier, brought up a few shows locally, and we were talking about a minute ago the Carolina show.
Yeah,
Bass and Saltwater show coming up. I mean, I know that's the the first one around here within a couple 3 hours Zoom. Well, yeah, it's 3 hours for me almost to enter to it, so it's 2.5. So, but yeah, a lot of people getting ready for that. But you've played a major role in the last year in the East Tennessee Valley Fishing Expo. How did all that little thing come together between you and the boss lady?
That was actually a couple of years in the making. I've now been, and each year I've gotten to do a little bit more with the show. But when Sheila took it over, I think it was 11 or 12 years ago now.
Good gosh.
I was at that first show that she took it over. And back then it was in the Chilhowie Center downtown. And they outgrew that building in like 3 years. And then they've since moved it to the Knoxville Expo Center, which is a much bigger building, free parking, great facility, big seminar room, and tons of room for the vendors. And we kind of kept talking about things, and being right here in my backyard, living on Douglas Lake, I said, man, I can help her with some stuff. She's, she does an awful lot by herself, and little by little I started to get in, and she saw what I could do, and I kind of help her with all the speakers, and just anything that she needs with that show, I'm kind of helping with. I MC the whole event, and we're doing a bunch of live stuff. But over this past year, we started to do more live streaming stuff too, and to show up, and that's been going really good. That's kind of like a little offshoot of the East Tennessee Fishing Show too, that features on vendors and fishing companies to get them some more exposure. So that's going good, and I'm just really excited. That there's all the shows are going good so far. Some of the ones from last week I heard great things from.
That's awesome.
Of course,
is awesome.
Les's show out there, he kicks things off this week in Raleigh. Les Gray is,
Yep.
That whole group is, they're first class.
What you gonna be doing down there with Les?
Going to be doing sonar stuff, which is, virtually all of my seminars that I do now are sonar based. I leave the bass stuff to, the guys that they bring in from MLF and Elite Series and that, my forte in this business has always been the sonar stuff.
Oh yes.
So I think I do a pretty good job teaching it and making it simple for people. So that's what keeps me booked all around the country, is being able to do that.
It's pretty cool, guys. If you haven't checked it out, are you still doing? A couple of years ago, you allowed me the opportunity to take a look at some of your slideshows for your sonar. How has that grown for you? A lot of stuff's really changed in the last couple of years since that slideshow, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot's done changed. You can see
virtually,
a dog turd on the bottom of the lake now.
Yeah. Virtually every year I have to revamp it and include the new technology that comes about, because it seems like every 6 months or 9 months there's something new coming out. So it wouldn't do me justice to not have that new stuff. And this year's programs have all the new stuff in it. So excited about that. So I got to keep up with it too. From a technological standpoint too, so I know what I'm about as well. Yeah.
So since COVID, I know a lot of stuff's changed. Are you doing a lot of virtual shows? Are you doing, virtual classes, or, are you doing just offering what's changed for you, and how people can get in touch with you to maybe be a part of one of your classes? Then we'll go into the expo.
Yeah. I actually do on the water stuff with guys, and that actually, since a lot of the shows got postponed and rearranged last year with everything, and people buying new boats, revamping their old boats. I've seen more people, invest $10,000-$12,000 in new gear to put on their older boats, just because, hey, I got my boat paid for, I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to go outfit it with, a new Ghost trolling motor, new graphs, active target, put new stuff on there. And then they get a hold of me so I can show them how to use everything. And it's the same approach, out on the water as I take when I'm doing a seminar, is I want to make things easy for people, because at the end of the day, 30, 40 years ago when I started this whole crazy business, the bass doesn't know a sonar machine from 40 years ago versus today. It's the same bass that we caught back then.
That's true. Mike, you don't show your age, but you probably started this about the time it printed out the piece of paper, and then you took the piece of paper out of the machine, you looked at it.
It was actually before that.
Holy cow.
Okay, I'm dating myself here. So I fished my first Bassmaster Invitational while I was a senior in high school, and it was 39 years ago now.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, actually. No, 40 years now. We're in 2022. It was it'll be 40 years this year, the 1982 Bassmaster Invitational.
Gosh, I was watching bass on TV back on TNT back in the day.
Yeah.
every Sunday morning. I mean, Saturday morning. I'm sorry. You watch the TNT and you watch Bill Dance and watched a couple of the others on there. And like, wow.
And we had flashes, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yep.
You know, I had that's crazy. You talk about that. I had one of those here. Someone gave me, and I actually pitched it. It was in bad shape, but I actually pitched it, and I was like, "What am I going to do with this thing?"
That's what I learned on was a flasher.
Yeah. I mean, that's all we had back then. We didn't have GPS. I mean, our GPS back then was take your paper map and put it on the floor of the boat. You had to go to the hardware store and get some plexiglass, and you put that on the floor of the boat so the map wouldn't blow out driving down the lake. And you had 1 foot on it, and we didn't have hot foots back then either. So
no,
you know, one foot on, one hand on the throttle, one on the wheel, a foot on the map, and drive down the lake.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you planning on, I know we usually catch you up here on Smith Mountain Lake. You've been a regular visitor to My Home Waters.
Yeah.
You see you again this year?
I looked at that schedule, and I'm kind of a little undecided when I'm going to fish for those one-day tournaments. I've got a lot going on. I'm getting married in March.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I am. And we're honeymooning in the Keys for 2 weeks. April, which is going to be a really fun time. And then I've got a big function for Texas Roadhouse in April, and fishing the Toyota Series MLF. So I still need to look at those one-day terms. I love coming to fish out your way. I love going to the James River and going to Kerr and going to Smith Mountain. Even if it's just for fun, those places are dynamite to go fish. But I make a decision pretty soon what I'm going to fish for those one-day ones, because I want to make another regional.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, Geek, but Kerr is on fire right now. Did you see that? There was some tournament results from last week. I think it was like 20, almost 30-pound bag. I think it's what it was.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I'd have to go back and I want to go back and look on my phone, but it was like, I was like, holy smokes. But yeah, it's been on fire. I mean, it's like, I like to get up there. We haven't been up there and probably it's 2370 is what it was. And and he had 9.49 pound citation.
Choo.
Yep, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't seen that photo right there it is from over the weekend.
Man.
And it's on the basscast.com Facebook page if you haven't checked that out. That thing is it makes the other ones look like fish sticks. That's what we call them around here. That's all I'm good for catching. But yeah, that's a freaking citation. So yes.
Man.
And Kerr's a great lake. I've been up here and fished it maybe 4 or 5 times myself, and it's a couple hour ride for us, but we just like getting out and fishing new bodies of water.
Yeah.
So
we used to years ago, this is going back to the invitational days again in bass. We used to start every usually September, October is when we would start, and if we didn't start up at Thousand Islands, we would usually start at Kerr. And so I got to fish it, and of course falls when they draw it down. Mm-hmm. So no water in the bushes, nothing to go flip. You know, you just kind of go run pockets and stuff like that and go find some bait. And the fishing was good back then, but it's nothing like it is now. And when I fished it a couple years ago, when you and I met, the water was way up, and I was so excited. I'm going, man, I'm finally going to get to fish Kerr after all these years when the water's up. And I brought 5 flipping sticks, and I flipped bushes for 2.5 days and never had a bite. And I was like, man, what a bummer. And I ended up catching every fish on a chatterbait, and had a really good tournament. I had like 16 pounds or something like that, which was pretty awesome good during that deal. But you know, maybe one of these days I'll catch one out of a bush there.
There you go. There you go. All right, so we got a little bit of history there. You guys didn't know Mike DelVisco. Make sure you guys go check him out on social media. Let's dive into this East Tennessee Valley Fishing Expo and talk about that.
It's the East Tennessee Fishing Show.
Fishing Show, okay.
Yeah.
Not the Valley anymore. Sorry about that.
There's another one someplace that's the Tennessee Valley Authority. That show's actually in Alabama, I think.
Okay.
which is kind of strange, but
Yeah.
This is the
East
probably
Tennessee.
East Tennessee. And I even got East Tennessee wrote down.
And the one thing I guess the stress for people hadn't heard about it or hadn't been there is that it is a pure fishing tackle show, whether you bass, crappie fish, catfish, striper fish, walleye fish, musky fish, I don't care. There's something there for everybody, and it is probably the biggest collection of handcrafted lure makers. All the legends come to this show. If you can make it, you'll find it there at the East Tennessee Fish Show.
Oh yeah.
And it's, that's one thing that, when I talk to people about it myself, and what we were really, really excited after, good God, we've been coming down here now like we would have came last year with COVID. So you take 4 years, maybe 5 years we've been coming to the show.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that really turned us on was like, dude, you guys want some hand painted crankbaits or, want something really freaking unique. You ain't gonna find nothing else.
That's
you
right.
better. And I pushed it enough. Now I know 5 or 6 people going to East Tennessee from up here. They've already told us they're going that way. So, I mean, it's like unique stuff that you see at this show that you don't see anywhere else.
That's right. There's people come from 12 or 14 different states to come to this show.
Yeah.
Wow.
And multiple days there. The only drawback for me is I never even get to walk around the show. I'm so busy from when I walk in to when we leave. I got something going on. I can't. I start walking around and then I get stopped by 100 people, and
right.
I need to go just put a disguise on and go walk around this year.
See, you guys don't remember? I think it was Ike and Nelly one year. Or somebody, it was a pro elite angler, actually put a disguise on and walked around just to get past everybody. And I was like, this is crazy. But yeah, he put on a disguise to walk. I think it was like at the Classic one year, just to walk past everybody, so he wouldn't get bombarded by people. He's like, and it was funny, and it becoming a whole joke and everything. You guys know Ike and Nelly's, he's crazy as it is.
It's the old, put the winter jacket on over your tournament shirt and put a hat on.
Yeah.
And skulk around out. And, I'm not quite at that level.
Yeah. Neither is me. I mean, Baskey probably is, but not me though. I mean,
yeah, I was, the last, before the COVID hit, I was down there, and I was actually, Jacob Wheeler had stopped in, and I was actually in line to talk to get Jacob Wheeler to sign my autograph shirt that I have. And there was actually a second line foreman for the people wanting to take pictures with me. So it was the Jacob Wheeler line and the Bass Geek line. And I was like, well, okay. I get up there and Jacob Wheeler looks at me and goes, well, who are you? He's like, you got a line as long as me. And I said, I do a YouTube channel called Bass Geek. He goes, I'm going to subscribe to you. He subscribed to me right then and there. So
he's such a good dude. I've known him for an awful long time. I knew him when he was like, just coming a teenager from, years up to the Indianapolis Boat Sport Travel Show. Cause I spoke at that show for 30 some odd years. So he was a little kid, and that's where he grew up, in Indiana.
Yeah.
And he'd come in, watch our seminars and everything. And so I've known him for a long time. It's good to see him do real well.
Yeah.
While we're talking about speakers, let's dive into that and talk about that first. Who's going to be there? Actually, I haven't even looked at the list, to be honest. I'm just happy to see people.
We try to, and this is one of the things that I work on. I do the whole seminar schedule and work with all the guys, and we try to make it so that if you don't bass fish, you're still going to be able to get some good seminar stuff. And we break it up throughout the day. So we've got a good mixture of striper fishing, walleye fishing, crappie fishing, cat fishing, bass fishing, and a little bit of muskie this year.
Oh, wow.
We have the bass guys that we got coming in. John Murray's going to be there all 4 days.
Okay.
Wesley Strader, I think, is there just the first day.
Okay.
Skylar Hamilton's going to be there Saturday. Shaw Grigsby is going to be there Friday and Saturday. Randy Howell is going to be there Thursday and Friday. And then Edwin Evers is going to be there Friday and Saturday.
Awesome.
And then we've got Captain Jim Durham doing stripers, walleye, and muskie. He's He's a great guy. He runs a giant charter service up Cumberland and Dale Hollow and fishes like 13 different lakes. We've got a guy named Stacy Gaston, who's a hoot from Alabama, catches giant 100-pound catfish.
Oh, wow. We just had one of those up here last weekend, a catfish tournament.
Really? Huh. Yeah. So he's going to be there. We got trout fishing. Frank Roden's he's coming up from Alabama. Now, here's something interesting. Have you ever fished Neely Henry?
No.
In Gadsden, Alabama?
That one has.
So if I was to tell you within a mile from Gadsden, Alabama, you could go catch rainbow trout, would you believe me?
Yeah, because I've actually got a buddy. The only reason I've ever got to fish down there, I've got a buddy that lives down there and he fishes for him. So, yeah.
Nakalula Falls is where it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like 2 miles from Gadsden, Alabama. Frank Roden is an expert on that fishery up there. So he's going to be doing some trout stuff. And then we've got Barry White, not the singer, but the crappie guy.
Crappie.
Going to be doing
the other Barry White.
Yeah, going to be doing some crappie fishing stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
And it's every day too. It's not, there's a good mixture of things every day.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, there are 3 rooms.
And I'm there too.
Oh, yeah, he's there too. Yeah. Now, how many different rooms are there? There's 3 rooms, aren't there?
So there's one big main exhibit hall, and I haven't seen the floor plan, so I don't know how much. I don't know, but there's a small room off of the main exhibit hall it probably holds 15 or so vendors. I don't know what the setup is for that. That's where the seminar room is too. Big giant seminar room.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we're going to be doing some live broadcasts there and stuff like that. So, but that main exhibit hall is pretty darn big. I forget how many, 90,000 square feet.
Wow.
Boat deals, 6 different boat dealers coming.
You got any people from the kayak industry coming, Mike?
I'm sure there's probably going to be some kayak
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. There's always some kayak guys there.
Yeah, that's really popular. So, but I've been so busy trying to work on the seminar list, I haven't even looked at the exhibitor stuff yet. So,
wow.
But, and they can find out, we have a digital show program this year too, that you can go and QR code it right to your phone, which is pretty cool. And that way you're walking around, you don't have to go looking at stuff. You just go pop your phone open and there it is. But all the info should be on easttennfishingshow.com, and then Facebook, East Tennessee Fishing Show too on Facebook.
Now I saw that you can purchase tickets online this year. Is that the only way you can purchase, or can you still purchase at the show?
No, you can purchase them at the show, or you can do them online. I think the tickets are $10, free parking, which is really cool.
Yes.
So you don't have to pay for parking. And one cool thing that we've done every year now since I've been involved in the show is on your actual show ticket. If you go to the show and you purchase a ticket, you get a free appetizer with Texas Roadhouse, and it's actually on the ticket. So you just cut that little piece off, bring it in Texas Roadhouse, and get you a free appetizer. And that's I really appreciate them doing that.
That's awesome.
As part of one of the sponsors of the show, and my main title sponsor too, as you know.
Yeah, for many years.
I will say this. Yeah, I will say this. Purchase those tickets online.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, you wouldn't believe when you get there at the right time, the line you will stand in to get tickets. Now, they run you through quick, but man almighty, it's there's a lot of people go through this show.
And you could be standing outside in the cold.
Yes.
Instead of inside.
Yeah. They try to, we've learned over the last several years being at this new building how to get them in better.
Yeah.
And I think we figured, that you can't get everybody inside, but we figured out how to make it a little bit more streamlined.
Yeah. They'll get you into the tickets fast, and then they get you into the checking in fast. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But when there's so many come at one time now, let me tell you, they're gonna be a line no matter what. So
wow.
Yeah.
So has the show sold out? All the vendor booths are sold out for this year?
Yeah, I believe everything is Everything is jam packed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome, dude.
Yeah. And one thing, here's an interesting thing too, is that, obviously you're going to have some vendors that, decide not to come. It's like that with every show.
Oh yeah.
And that's been one of the struggles this first year, kind of back with all the promoters doing shows, is trying to fill the space and trying to find people that have the inventory and the things that, with everything going on. I'm really surprised at the amount of new tackle companies here at the show. People unveiling new products for the first time, stuff that's never been seen. Just new companies that got into fishing within the last 12 months. So we have a really, really good mixture of, the old veterans, the old favorites, that are always here.
Right.
And then a whole bunch of new ones too.
That is awesome. I know. I was telling Geek before we came on that I saw where Biz Bates is backed out of the Richmond and the North Carolina show because of inventory. And they're doing the Bassmaster Classic this year. And they did it last year as well. So, I mean, I understand, your inventory is low. I mean, in East Tennessee, how many, you probably know a ballpark, how many people actually walk through the East Tennessee Valley Fishing East Tennessee show? I don't know why I got Valley on my mind.
I don't even, I have no clue.
Yeah, I'll tell.
The only thing I know is that usually a 4-day show like that, Thursday will be the morning will be the busy time because people will come in. Friday will be, maybe busy a little later, and then Saturday's your big day of the show. And then this show, all 4 days, is wall to wall with people.
Yeah, it is. And I'll put it to you this way: I've done the show now with different companies. Ledgehead Fishing, I've worked their booth. Some of my sponsors, Ledgehead, I've done it with TRC Covers. This year I'm going to be with one of the new companies, Third Eye Fishing, some pretty innovative new soft plastic baits. And every single year, by the third day, by Saturdays, by the time it's over, I lose my voice. I've literally talked to so many people that I have no voice left.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really East Tennessee fishing fans are just nuts. It's just one of those magical places in the country. It's like going to Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh yeah,
where the fishing fans are just crazy. And I'm glad I ended up moving here because it's a lot of fun living here.
That's awesome. Yeah, guys. I've seen, holy cow, like I said, like you said, like they're saying, I mean, they've all been there more than me, but I mean, just for me going for the last couple of years, there's always something new. There's always something different. There's always something really, really interesting. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff there. And it's 3 rooms, a big, huge room, another room, then it's another room off that. And I mean, they can't pack them anymore any tighter in there than what you're going to see right there. So, bring your vitamins, drink you an energy drink, and be ready for the day.
You need to look at it all. You really do.
We're coming down on Friday morning, and we'll probably swing on in Friday for a little while and then hit it Saturday morning. But that's the plan here at the Basscast, and that's what our plan is for next weekend. So
awesome.
Mike, man, anything else about the show, man? Anything else what people can expect, or anything special? Any giveaways? Anything like that?
Yeah. So Sheila always tries to do each day, and I'm not sure what Sunday is. I don't think it's just Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Thursday is going to be military and first responders get a discount on their ticket. I think they get $2 off on their ticket. Friday is Ladies' Day. I think Sheila's got 250 hats for the ladies that come in, first 250. Saturday is Kids' Day. So they can come by the Texas Roadhouse booth and get, I got one right here. They can get I don't have the fishing pole, but we have our own Texas Roadhouse cane fishing poles for the kids, and they can get, there I am right there, and they get a free kids meal on the back of that.
That's awesome.
So I love doing that for the kids. It took me so long to find these cane poles that we give away, and I finally finally found them, and they work great for the kids because they're easy to cast, they're easy to take care of. They can just throw them right in the car and have them there whenever they want to go fish. And so we got a bunch of those for the kids Saturday morning. So every day there's a little bit of something going on.
That's awesome. And guys, Sheila works her butt off. I've seen her running up and down, chasing people, handing out packets, handing out information. I know they had goodie bags one year, and I sat there, literally watched her run people down, handing out bags too. So, I mean, Sheila's kind of like me. It took a little while to kind of give up control of the basscast.com. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, when you've been doing it now for 11, 12 years, and the first 5 or 6 was just 7, really, was just you.
Mm-hmm.
No one else, and you didn't want no one else. I mean, I finally letting people post this year. I mean, in the past, I'd post it myself. I mean, it's like, please do it right. I mean, my job, I can't be watching it all the time.
Yeah.
But you know, it is kind of hard to release the reins a little bit and, you know, turn it over to someone else. And
I'm the same way.
It's a lot of faith.
Yeah. I mean, doing what I do for a living for 40 years, I book all my own stuff. I make all my own hotel arrangements. I do my own travel. And I got a routine down and said, well, everybody says, well, isn't that a lot of work? Well, after you've done it for so long, it's like, I can zip through it faster than I could teach somebody to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, and that's just the way I got a routine. It gets done and I know it's done and I don't have to worry about it.
There you go.
All right, guys. So again, East Tennessee Fishing Expo.
Yeah.
20th through the 23rd, right?
Yes. Doors open Thursday on the 20th at 2 p.m. 2 to 8 on Thursday, 10 to 8 on Friday, 10 to 8 on Saturday, and 10 to 5 on Sunday.
Wow. It's pretty late there on Sunday. It's pretty good. I know. I did the Richmond show one year, and I think by 12 o'clock, I was ready to pack up. I said, take me home, please.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I was like, there was no nice foam padding on the floors or nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, good God, I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
You'll learn a lot, man. All these guys coming to their very first expo are going to learn a whole lot.
They are.
It's a lot of tricks this thing make this weekend go by really enjoyable for everyone.
Oh yeah.
And it goes by so quick. Before we know it, it's done.
Yep. You plan for a year and a few hours later and it's over with. So Mike, appreciate you. Thank you for coming on and talking with us.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see you next weekend, and we look forward to seeing you out on the water as well. And I'm gonna let you plug your business before you leave, man. If they want to get in touch with you, they want to take one of these classes, they want to be out on the water with you. I heard about you, to be honest, before one of the shows, because someone said this guy from Tennessee came up and took someone out on Smith Mountain Lake, and you showed him his electronics, and this dude was happy as crap, and he's like, Mike something another, because they couldn't say your name for some crazy reason. And they're like, you got to get him on, man. You got to talk to him. You got to be a part of him. It's like, this dude knows his stuff. And I was like, there it is. So how can they get up with you?
So the easiest, just go find me on social media. Mike DelVisco on Facebook. I'm pretty easy to find. Send me a message. That's the easiest way. Mike DelVisco Fishing. I got 2 pages. So either one of those 2 ways, they can send me a message and I'll give them the lowdown. One really, really quick story. So that I remember that guy that came out with me on Smith. I was down there practicing for that tournament. And the guy reached out to me. He was at the East Tennessee show, and he just got some brand new Lowrance graphs. And I said, well, I'm going to be at Smith Mountain in June. So
that was right. That was right.
And I wasn't catching them real good. That was like my first day there, just looking around. And I get in the boat with him and I go on their boat, their gear, and we start driving around. I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm going, man, I need to remember this, remember that. And I dumped him off. And the next day I went out and go visit that place. And one of them places was where I caught that big bag of fish that I found. So yeah, it works.
That's awesome. Hey, it worked out for both of you.
That's
you
right.
You cashed a check and you cashed a couple checks.
Yeah, I should
One
have
from
won.
him and one from
Yeah,
One
I
from the
FLW.
tournament, yeah.
yeah. So cool.
Well, brother, rest up. We're supposed to get some snow around here. Be safe over the next couple of days, and we'll see you guys in Tennessee.
Always a pleasure.
All right, guys, we really, really appreciate it. Mike coming on and talking with us tonight. He's a great guy. He's got, his electronic setup. I've actually been through his slides, and I went through all from the basic all the way through. He sent them to me so I could get an idea what, if we brought him to Lynchburg and he gave you guys a class, what it would look like. And the man knows his stuff. I mean, that's all he does. I mean, that's what, I ain't gonna say we're involved in. That's how I suck at fishing. I'm good at talking, but I'm not involved in tons of crap. And I see a lot of people put a whole lot of irons in the fire, but Mike is stuck with this electronics thing for a long time. And he knows what he's talking about. And he's been here to Smith. You guys heard the story. He's been to Smith Mountain Lake. He's showing people how to use their electronics. I mean, I thought about getting him to show how to use mine other than, what the water temperature is and what the bottom looks like. I mean, but, he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. And if you guys have got some brand new electronics, he was more than welcome to come up here to Central Virginia to help you guys out. And, it'd be cool if you got a lot of you guys together. And, we're going to revisit what we spoke of a couple years ago and see if we can get him up here in a roadhouse and talk to you guys all about electronics and see what we can work out. Part of the basscast.com. We used to do we've had John Cruz here before, and I really want to make it a everyday thing. And then the restaurant that we're going to have it in, it burnt down, or they tore it down. And it's hard to find a room here that's reasonable.
Yeah, I'd see that.
Because there ain't much left. There is one. It's Charlie's, not Charlie's, but Charlie's, and they have a room. But other than that's a hotel. I just like where people can come eat, grab a meal, mingle for a little bit. Excuse me, guys, mingle for a little bit, and then get a 1 hour, 30 to 45 hour minute talk, chat from a pro or someone that can help teach you guys how to be better anglers, and me as well. So
just talk about fishing
and bonding and being together with other anglers. And you never know, these things bring people from all over, and you might meet somebody new. You might meet your next co-angler. I tell people,
or your wife,
or your wife. So here we go. So, like I said, want to thank him for coming on, talking to us about the East Tennessee Fishing Expo. I don't know why I kept wanting to say that. Holy cow. Don't forget, guys, the same weekend as the Richmond Expo in Doswell, Virginia, right around the corner from King's Dominion. If you guys put in King's Dominion in your GPS, you're going to drive about 1 mile down the road and make a left, and you're going to be right there. This weekend, guys, is the Carolina Bass and Saltwater Expo. All the links, I put up everything on the basscast.com. Yep. We had it all in our newsletter. If you are not a part of the newsletter, it's not my fault. It's free. Everything was there for you guys to be a part of that. So, and then the Augusta County Bass Johns are hosting their expo. And I heard from them today, and I got a message. They only have 2 booths left as well.
Wow.
I think a lot of people, you say video killed the radio star. I mean, it's like it killed a lot of people not having these expos.
Oh yeah.
And if you want to stay, and a lot of people made their money off these expos.
Yep.
So the ones that were able to make it through are signing up for anything and everything, and doing whatever they have to do to get the product back out there in front of you. And that way you see it firsthand, and then eventually down the road you go on their website and order it.
Yeah.
Everybody, they know and understand, and I've been in this thing long enough. Men like to feel the product. They're not like ladies. They're not going to go like Danielle upstairs on Amazon and just order left and right. And if they don't like it, they'll return it. men are not going to shell out money like that. They want to be able to pick up that bait. I got something in front of me, but they want to pick up that bait, feel it, look at it, smell it, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Before they purchase.
Which is a great segue, because my video that just dropped is called The Average Angler Review. And I just talk about taking, you know, a reel out of the box and how it feels, you know, how we shake it, we spin it, and I give it a rating. So we rate it against others in that price range. So go check out Bass Geek. Oh, and by the way, the website will have links to the Basscast Radio. It will have links to the Basscast
There you go.
Radio.
You heard it. They're like, there you go. Excellent lures. I just picked this up out of the floor. Excellent lures. I mean, it's like, I ain't gonna lie. It's the best smell ever in the world.
That's the first thing you do. You open them up,
That's
you
the
smell
first thing you do.
You take them out, see if they're floppy or stiff.
Don't forget, guys, Excellent Lures is sponsoring our fantasy fishing again in
another beautiful segue.
Yeah, in 2022. So head on over. We got 13 anglers signed up, and I know, you know, we still got a whole nother month to the Bassmaster Classic. So, but we're getting them signed up and getting them ready, and you're getting 3 packs each tournament. Someone's going to take home 3 packs of Excellent Lures baits, and the overall winner is going to take home a $100 gift card that we pay for, not a sponsor, but Brian Carter right here at the basscast.com pays for.
Nice.
So all you gotta do is pick your winners. Well, guys, we appreciate you listening. For those who made it this week, this far, this long through this episode, Patrick Walters will be with us next week, guys. You're gonna hear it right here. Patrick will be with us. We're gonna talk about the Classic. We're gonna talk about the National Professional Fishing League. And we're just going to talk, as always, bass fishing. So make sure you tune in next week as well. Patrick Walters will be with us. And then, guys, everybody's starting to fish. Tournaments are happening. We're going to get into the swing again and have some more great guests for you guys this year. And check out Bass Geek's YouTube channel. Bass Geek's going to be doing some lives this year as well.
We are.
It's going to be a lot of stuff happening. We're going to be in your face in 20. I love 2020. I told you last time, I love even numbers. In 2022, we're going to be in your face talking about bass fishing, hopefully bringing you guys some great guests that will help you guys out on the water the next time you're there. So thank you, everyone. Have a great night, and we will be talking to you later.